Half stepping. Ain't no half stepping, Marcus J. Thank you so much for listening. Big Rube is in the house. What's up, brother?
What up?
Carlton Banks is here with me. What's going on, brother?
You know it is. You know what I am. You know I am.
If you're listening to us, you're probably listening to us on Global Scale Radio, globalscaleradio.com. You're listening to Ain't No Half Stepping, the highest rated show on globalscaleradio.com.
That's right, son.
804-726-3430. We got a jam-packed show today.
Damn.
We talk a little bit of NCAA.
Yep.
Talk a little bit of NFL.
Uh-huh.
Talk a little bit of NBA.
Show you right.
Talk a little bit of WTH. What the hell? Yeah, we got Missing Child that we're going to profile.
Uh-huh.
We got a special guest that we're going to interview later on today in the show.
Most definitely.
Miss Tabitha Spurlock is going to join us. She has a very, very unique and important program here in the Richmond, Virginia area called Spark of Life. Very, very excited to talk to her later on in the show and get some information on that wonderful program that we have here. And I'm not going to even tease that anymore. I'm going to let her share with you the specifics on her show. Then we're going to talk to Carlton Banks because he wants to know.
Man, do y'all believe in punishing or publicly spanking or getting after your child?
What do you think about it? What do you think
just tell
about?
me.
What do you think about publicly
Well, bam.
spanking your child? So that's the little tease. We're not ready to take calls on that just yet. We'll let you know when it's time. Then, of course, as normal, we're gonna close the show with the closings and the rants. And you really, really don't want to miss what we're gonna give you tonight when we close the show with the rants. So, with that being said, we started off as we always do. I want to know how Big Rube's weekend was, as we always do. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. You know how I get down.
Yeah. So how was the weekend?
You know, it was great, man. Worked.
Yeah.
Went to my boys' party in Chesapeake.
Yeah.
You know.
Just basically partied,
Yeah.
chilled out.
Did it big till like 5 in the morning.
Oh,
Slept
man.
in till 12.
You hanging out like you a young dude.
Hey, man. Sometimes you got to roll like that.
Oh, Big Rube ain't young no more.
Nah, I had a good Cracker Barrel like 12:30.
Oh,
I had
man.
Cracker Barrel.
I bet you woke up just all tired and eyes weary and just couldn't move, and back cracking and all that stuff.
Nah, man. I woke up great. What you talking about, son? It was a great night.
Shiggity. So you just did the party and that was it?
Yeah, you know, did that, you know, and came back to the 804.
That's what's up. Carlton Banks. Carlton Banks.
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm loving it.
Man, you signing in present and accounted for today.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna be here.
That's what's up, man. How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. Ooh, wow. Excuse me.
Wow.
It was so good. He
think
couldn't
we
get it
just-
out.
Yeah, I mean, we just had a first on Ain't No Half Stepping right there. I'm not gonna tell you what he did, but that's cool.
No tip jar needed.
No tip jar needed. So how was your weekend, my friend?
It was great, man. I had nice weather. Got some yard work done. You know how that is.
Wow, you did yard work in March?
Yes, sir. I'm on that green, luscious lawn.
So you're that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy right
So
now.
you're that guy. If you lived in my neighborhood, I'd be chasing.
Yeah, you'd be mad.
Yeah, because you know, those of us who have to cut grass, we're looking at that guy in the neighborhood. You like, really, dude? You out here already, man?
Yes, sir.
So that's you.
Got the fertilizer down. Got the weed and feed down. Got
Man,
the insect killing down.
Man, I pay somebody to do that stuff.
See,
man.
nah,
I ain't
nah,
doing
bro.
that. I'm telling you, man. Marcus J is closer to 40 than he is to 30. And Marcus J got about 2 or 3 more years of cutting grass. After that, give me a tractor, man. For real.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting me a
Mama
tractor.
J not gonna cut the grass?
Maybe. But, you know, I mean, she'll sit on the tractor with me.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be standing behind it, self-propelled or not. I'm just going to be moving on. So I know your yard. Your yard is right up there with mine. I mean, you going to be still standing behind it? Because we already know that Carlton Banks already hit, you know, a certain age milestone not too long ago.
Yeah.
My dad actually cuts 3 yards.
Dad does?
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about that.
He cuts 3 yards. He push each one.
I don't
Somebody
feel.
got you.
I don't feel bad about that.
Oh yeah,
though.
he's been out there since like February. I
I need
think.
to find me like an ambitious 14-year-old who's just trying to get his money, and I'm gonna pay him like, I don't know, $8, $10.
Inflation, son. If it ain't 25, it ain't being talked about.
For real?
For real, it's like that.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's a business.
$30 at the minimum.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
doing no $30.
it's a business.
I ain't doing no $30. I might help him. Let him take the lead. That
Nah,
way I
man.
can pay him like $10.
It's either you let them do it or you don't.
Man,
They got contracts these days.
That's crazy.
And the price of gas alone, man, you need $30 just to.
Oh, I'll buy his gas. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like a neighborhood kid. So what? He's gonna push the lawnmower to my house.
Most
the only
definitely.
gas that we
Yeah.
gonna need is the gas in the lawnmower.
Actually,
I keep gas in the garage.
See, you don't understand.
Clearly,
man.
I don't understand.
Because he's not going to push the lawnmower. He's going to drive his own lawnmower to your house.
Not no 14-year-old.
You,
I
don't
want a
trip.
kid.
Don't trip.
I want a kid. I don't want somebody that's all extra smart that understands that I'm trying to rip him off.
But that's not going to happen these days.
Dude, kids are
Because parents
smart.
ain't going to allow that.
Yeah, kids are
They
smart.
need to mind their business.
No, bro.
Unfortunately,
It ain't
that's
gonna
not how
happen
it
like
rolls
that.
these days, my brother.
All right, well.
Days of taking stuff around and
well,
doing that.
you know what?
Mm-mm.
You know, when the summertime comes and your man Marcus J done wore out and cutting grass every 7 to 10 days, and I find said kid, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna let you cats know. We're gonna talk about on 8.5 Steppin with Marcus J, Big Room, Carlton Banks. So now that we talked a little bit about, I didn't talk much about mine, which I didn't do much. As I come in here every single week, I have old fogey weekends. I just sit around and chill. My big homie came to town. Shout out to Big Joe. Came to town. We hung out.
Big
on
Joe made
Friday.
it to town again.
Big Joe made it to town.
I'm a cutting Joe.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Big
cut you, Joe.
Big Joe came. We hung out. We did how we always do. And then Saturday was a recuperation day. I just sat back and chilled. I do want to take a moment to introduce a couple of special guests that we have in the studio today. I got my little lady, Mama J, is in the building. Mama J is in the building with us, and I got my little homeboy, my little godson, Mr. M, Mr. MF. Miles F is up in the building today. So yeah, I had to clear that up just for in case anybody was like, what? Miles F is in the building. So I want to thank them for joining me. They're giving me strength. I'm looking over at those smiling, youthful faces, and I'm excited that they're here with us today, and I'm excited to do the show. I want to give a special shout out to Mama J, because on this past weekend, Mama J was in the Math Olympics for her grade.
Yes, sir. I saw it.
Grade. And out of 14 kids, who came in first place?
That's right.
Who came in first place? Mama J came in first place. So that's what I'm talking about, my future math teacher. So I'm very, very proud, very, very proud of her. She makes me happy. She makes me smile. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to talk about what is starting tonight, Big Rube. What's starting tonight, Big Rube?
It's March Madness, baby.
It's March Madness,
It's all
baby.
over the place. It's all over the place.
It's all over the place. It's March Madness. So tell me a little bit about what you feel about March Madness, and then I'll tell you how little I feel about March Madness. I'm going to tell you, before you tell me, Marcus J's opinion is going to shock the listeners. Big Rube.
First of all, if you're not excited about this time in this country, you just not living. March Madness is the epitome of everything that's fair and just in the world. Winky, you go to work, turn on your internet, and watch basketball for free and still get no work done and get paid for it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's called March Madness because actually right about now they're about tipping off in the first four in Dayton, Ohio. And I can guarantee you this, on Thursday and Friday when I'm at work, my production's going to go down probably about 85%. I'm going to have the computer up. It's going to be no sound, but I'm going to be watching it. You know, it's just it's important to understand that college sports is better than professional.
I'm going to tell you something.
I can agree with that.
I'm going to jump. Well, Carlton, I'm going to let you go ahead.
I can agree with him on that. And it is funny to see women in the break room all upset because their stories are not on right about now.
Oh, it's great.
And they
Ain't
like,
it on CBS?
why is always got to happen? It happens every year, ladies.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to just tell you something. I'm right there with them. For real.
You're Young and the Restless, huh?
Me and my Young and the Restless. I'm on record as saying that I'm a Young and the Restless fan, and I don't like that they get preempted on Thursday and Friday during March Madness. I'm just go ahead and put it out there. I am not a college basketball fan. I'm just not.
It's understandable.
I do a bracket every year. 2 years ago, I came in last place out of the whole office, like 50 people. I came in last place, like not 49th, not 45th. I came in last.
Dude,
50th
really?
out of 50. That was 2 years ago.
You gotta work hard for that.
But you know what, though? I'm going to tell you something. That was 2 years ago. Last year, your man Marcus J picked UConn. Guess who won? Guess who won, Big Rube?
I mean, UConn won.
And guess who won the office pool?
Unfortunately, you.
That would be me.
Which made everybody upset because you
Oh,
have
they
no
was
idea
pissed.
what you're doing.
They was pissed. They was pissed. And I did the office pool today. I was in the office today.
Uh-huh.
Did the office pool today. And I never really pay that much attention to it. Again, in all seriousness, your man Marcus J is not really a big college basketball fan, so I'm not invested. I don't have a team. I don't have somebody that I follow. So when I do these brackets, I just do it off of feel. I just do it off of how I'm feeling at that moment. I just completely pulled UConn out the air last year.
Terrible.
And ended up being successful.
Terrible.
So this year, I do the bracket. I write it up around about 10:30. I go through it, pick it. And I looked at the end because I wasn't paying attention. I was just like, all right, that team will win, that team will win, that team will win. And I looked in the middle, and that team that was left standing for me was Syracuse, right? And then about 2 hours later, I get in my car. Big Roo, what did I see 2 hours later?
Oh, they just said that Fab Melo is not going to be playing in the NCAA tournament.
Not going to be playing in the NCAA tournament.
At least the first 2 rounds.
No, he's out.
Oh, that's
He's
even
out.
better.
He's not playing at all. And when they said that it's reasons that they can't share because of privacy, I was thinking to myself, Marcus J., what's up with this dude? It's got to be more than just academics, because if it was academics, Carlton Banks, they would have just said academics.
Point shaving, got girls up in the locker room, curfew. They tell you.
But they said that it was private. They invoked the privacy clause, Big Bro.
It's probably one of 2 things. It's probably something very school related, like school related, such as academics, or maybe he decided to take some money from some people he shouldn't have took money from. That's going on rampant these days. So, unfortunately, as sad as that is, it is how it is. But for those of you who want to take your time and your chance to beat Marcus J in the bracket, we got a bracket on our Facebook site. You just go to us at Yahoo. Everybody wants you to sign up. We want to see how everybody does. I have already filled out my bracket. Marcus J is going to fill out a bracket tonight. It doesn't really care about the first 4 games because realistically, nobody cares about the first 4 games. The first 4 games. And then, of course, Carlton Banks will get his arm twisted to fill out a bracket as well. Because earlier he was talking some craziness, and I can't even talk about the craziness he spoke of earlier.
Dude, don't hate. If you don't win your tourney, you don't deserve a number 1 bid. Period. You don't deserve a number 1 shot.
Then who would be number 1
So
other than Michigan State?
What did they bring Florida State after beating
Florida State's a 3 seed.
A 3 seed.
Which is where they should have been.
They deserve it too.
Nah.
Dude, they beat Duke and
They're like
UNC.
16th in the country, man. Are you kidding me?
Okay, they beat Duke and UNC.
I mean, yeah.
Beat 2
Everybody
perennial
can have
powerhouses.
3 or 4 good games in a row. That's what makes the tournament so exciting.
And
however, you can see it tell me Kentucky didn't win that tournament.
And
They're
in the
number 1
tournament, you
overall
have to play
seed.
your best 4 games to win it all, right?
Jim Calipari has gone on record saying that tournaments are terrible. More so that they're only there for money and for some excitement factor.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't know how strong my opinion will be on this simply because I'm on record as saying that I'm not invested. But 68 is just too many teams. 68, really? You got to have 2 games to see who gets to play Thursday?
Marcus J., let me ask you a question. How many Division I teams are in college basketball?
Doesn't matter to me.
120 something.
Yeah.
Okay, incorrect. That's in football. There are 312 teams in Division Division A basketball. That's why you have a 68 team tournament. They were trying to make it 96. That's a little too much. My only beef about the whole first 4 tournament is this: if you win your automatic bid, if you work hard those 3 or 4 days, and you just crank it and you win a tournament, there's no reason you should be playing on Tuesday or Wednesday. You should be able to go to your site, enjoy March Madness, and get destroyed by one of the better teams in the country, because that's what you should do.
Wait a minute, they got to get destroyed by one of the better teams? I can think of some number 16 teams, number 16 seeds that really almost beat a number 1 seed.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades,
Okay.
sir. A number 1 seed has never lost to a 16 seed ever.
It will happen.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, the highest seed to ever even win the tourney, I think, was an 8. Or lowest, I should say, was either 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So
now, a 15 seed had 15s have won like 3 or 4 games, including Virginia's own Hampton University. They won a couple years ago. They beat Iowa State. So in Richmond, if I'm correct, was a 15 seed when they knocked out Syracuse, which was a 2 seed. So it can happen. It's just very
rare.
Yeah,
It's
rare.
very rare. Well, what's funny to me when you look at a team like Duke University, they get to go play in Greensboro for their tournament game. But a team like VCU here in Richmond, they got to go to Oregon. That's pretty funny to me. But we're going to leave it there. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we got a whole lot of stuff that we got to talk about. A lot of movements going on. NFL's season started today, but not the season on the field, the season behind the field. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Marcus J. and Ohio Steppin. Be back in a minute.
Yo, this is the headliner from Arrested Development, and right now you're in the midst of a